Mary and Teacher Anne. It's okay. It's not our first time that we have three absence. Yeah, it's not our first time. Yeah. Okay. Okay, how are you, Teacher Linda? How was your weekend?
I'm tired
Yeah. You're tired. Why?
because today my family move new house place.
Are you still moving?
Yeah. Um,
Oh.
like on Friday we move new place. Live in the
Okay.
day. Yeah. But now we bring something in my house to new place.
Oh, okay, okay. So, hi, Teacher Anne.
Yeah.
You're very sexy.
Yeah.
You're very sexy. Why?
It's all way.
Because the weather outside very hot.
Mhm. So you need to wear clothes that are comfortable to wear.
Yeah.
You're very sexy. Okay, how about you, Teacher Mary? How was your um, house renovation? How was it?
Yes, I'm tired because the weather is hot.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So you're tired because the weather is hot. How about your house renovation, teacher? You said that you're building your new house.
New house.
What about job
Yeah.
in a new house? Interrupting.
Is it okay or still busy?
Is interrupting or is
No.
It's it it's interesting and requires. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
near my house. It's near my house. Yes. It's comfortable for my family.
Mm-hmm.
Comfortable.
So why did you move, teacher? Why did you move or why do you need to move?
Because we are building a new home.
Mm-hmm. So the house that you are moving, oh, okay, you said that you moved to another house, right?
Move another
Yeah, you said you moved to another house, right?
Yeah.
You,
No. Ho is building. It's building. She moved to another house and okay. Rent.
We have a new house. Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. How was your new house now, teacher? Is it ready or not yet?
she said that it is her house is a new place is very comfortable and interrupting
Oh.
and quiet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So hopefully, teacher, your building your house will be fast. Okay? Yeah, I hope it will finish fast so that you can go back to your house, your new house.
Maybe about 6 or 7 months. Yeah.
That's long.
To finish a new house.
Oh, 6 months? That's very long.
We need a basic month.
Oh, yes. That's very long, teacher.
Yes.
I, yeah, that's very long. but it's okay, teacher. It's okay as long as you are waiting for something new. Okay? I know you are very happy that you're now building your new house. Ooh. I'm very happy for you too. How about you, teacher Anne? Are you building a new house too?
No, I live in old house. Yes.
But
Mm-hmm.
very long. Her house is old but very long and beautiful.
I don't think so. I think
Oh.
so.
I think
Teacher Nindes, I think so. I think. Oh, is that your own house, teacher Anne?
Yes, it's our house.
How?
Mm.
How old?
Own. Is that your own
Yes,
house?
it's our house. Yes.
Ah, I see. Okay, so good for you, teacher. You have your own house, and then we have here teacher Mary and teacher Linda building their new house. Ooh, so excited for you.
We hope,
Okay,
but a
so
long time. Wait a long time.
it's okay as long as you are waiting for a good thing,
Yes.
right? It's good to wait. And it's worth the wait, teacher. Okay, so today, teacher, we are going to proceed to our next lesson because we only have 20 something hours. We only have more than 20 hours. Oh, shucks. Yeah. Yeah, we only have 20 plus hours. I don't know if it's 24, 23, or 27. I don't know.
I don't
I
know
forgot.
that. Yes, I don't know that.
Hmm.
I don't know that. I think it's very quickly.
Okay, and now as you can see, we're still on lesson 13 and we have 30 lessons, so we really need to get faster with our lessons. It's okay, no problem, it's okay. We can still finish the lessons. We have 30 lessons, teachers.
30,
30, 30, yes.
30,
We have 30 lessons.
30.
Uh-huh. Yes, we have 30 lessons and we are still on lesson 13. Sad to say. But it's okay, we can still finish it. We can finish the lesson 30.
Clap your hand. Welcome to Roblox.
Who is it?
Only the handsome man.
How much?
Who is it? Teacher Thomas, is that you? Oh, hello. We thought you are absent, Teacher Thomas.
No,
No.
I was out when, yeah, I heard something from you.
Well.
I think maybe he meet I so he come here become also late. Yeah.
Okay. The important thing is we have Teacher Thomas today. You look good in your uniform, Teacher Thomas.
Thank you.
Yeah, you you look good. Okay, as I was saying, teacher, we only have 27, 26, or 25 hours. I'm not particular, but we only have 20 plus hours left. And then we have 30 lessons. Okay, we have 30 lessons.
So what should we do?
I remember. We have a total of 72 or 74 hours. And we already used 50 hours. So we have 24 hours left to remember. So don't worry, the lessons are very easy. We can go through with it. Yeah, don't worry. Uh-huh. Yes. Okay. So we are still on listening and speaking. Okay, we are still on speaking, so we will maybe we will double our time and our activities during our lessons so that we can finish all the 30 lessons. Okay. Okay, so let's get started, teachers. Let's start with. Okay, we are finished with this. Okay. So we are finished. Are we finished with this, right?
Finish, we finish.
Yes. Yes. Okay, we're finished with this. Okay, wait for a while, teachers.
Rồi.
Chào mình đã lên.
Không phải nó có chuyện bài.
Yeah. Lady.
Yes.
Sexy. Đây.
Last time we
Whisper,
talked about.
whisper. Not whisper.
Yeah. Any problem?
No. No problem.
I thought we have a problem. Okay. So last time, can you still remember our lesson?
Lesson about
Yes.
number 7 encourage taking.
Yes. Okay. So those are
Speaking
ways on
together.
how to.
We all done strategy and technique.
Yes, techniques and strategies in teaching primary students, right? For primary students. Okay. So this time we're going to talk about teaching speaking to secondary students. Okay. So we have a lot. We have we have 11 ways and suggestions, and we have here six types of speaking activities.
I think we don't
Yeah.
do this because we all primary teachers.
Yes, you're primary teachers, right? All of you are primary teachers. But all these activities for secondary students, you can also do it for primary students. You can also apply it to your students if you like, and if it's appropriate for your students. Okay, so we will just gone through with the ways on how to teach speaking to secondary students, because like you said, you are primary students. Oh, you are primary teachers, I mean. Okay, so all right, let's start with number 1. You have to provide maximum opportunity to students to speak the target language. Okay, so you have to give your students the chance to speak the language and to practice, not just speak. Okay, because it's given already, but practice and practice and practice, more practice with your students is a must. Because that's what I observe in your students. That's what I heard from other teachers too. You lack practice for your students. You need to involve your students in a practice activities. Not just grammar, not just writing. You have to involve your students to practice the given language, English. Okay. And then number 2, you have to try to involve each student in every speaking activity. So there is no student left in your activity, meaning to say all of them are included. If we have different students. We have slow and fast learner students. So you have to encourage the slow learners to join the fast learner students. You have to involve everybody in your activities. Do not choose, okay, I will choose student A because she is really good. I will not choose student B because she's not good. No, you have to involve everybody. Okay? All right. So number 3, reduce teacher speaking time in class while increasing student speaking time. Okay, I guess we already talked to this in our previous lessons. Try to give time to your students to talk and then less talk for teachers. This is modern type of teacher, right? Can you still remember modern and traditional teaching? Hello? Hello? Can you still remember modern and traditional teaching, teachers? Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that is kind of a teacher who always taught in class instead of making or building the speaking environment for students. That is the
Okay, so can you give me the difference between the two, teacher Thomas? Modern and traditional teacher. What's the difference?
the modern teacher are teachers who always focus on students. It means that the students is the center of learning process.
That's right.
Yes. But the traditional one are the teachers who don't find that students is the center of learning process. They focus on what they want to teach or focus on what they want to say. They don't practice much for students.
That's right. Definitely. So if modern teachers, they are student centered, while traditional is teacher centered. Okay? So now we are using mostly the teachers are using modern teaching. Okay? We are using modern teaching. So we give time to our students to practice and to talk more. In modern teaching, teachers talk less while students talk more. That is the opposite way for traditional. Okay. So number 4, indicate positive sign when commenting a student's response. Okay, I want to ask you, teacher Linda, how do you comment or how do you give feedbacks to your student? Teacher Linda,
Yeah.
how do you give feedbacks to your students? For example, they will answer your question, whether it's wrong or right. How do you give them feedbacks?
I think
Not you think, what you did.
Okay, yeah, that's right. You have a lot of experiences already. So what's your answer, teacher?
when student answer correct answer, I give her some idea, suggest um, uh, such as collaboration, what, well done and good job, and clap the hand, and you can give her or him about face happy face, yeah,
Happy face,
happy
yeah.
face.
What if the students answer it wrong? What if it's wrong?
Yes, right.
I give her or him set pay or you can sign about your hand, my hand, up or down. Yeah, if the correct answer, I show up hand, or incorrect answer, I down hand.
Oh, so in my opinion, teacher, if you do it, for example, I answered your question wrong. Okay, I got the wrong answer. If you do that to me, I will be discouraged in answering your questions. I will not talk to you anymore. I will not answer your questions because it's it's giving a bad sign. It's giving a bad sign to your students. You are something like you're discouraging them. Yeah, that's what I think. Because you need to give them positive sign even if they got the wrong answer. For example, if your student's answer was wrong, try to encourage them.
Yeah, I can
Encourage.
encourage them and try her or his best. I think yeah.
Yeah, something like your answer is not wrong, it's not also correct, but you can do more. Something like that. So you have to find ways that your student won't get embarrassed. They will not be uh they will not be in pain if they will get your reaction. Do not give sad face. Uh-huh. Yeah, do not give sad face because they will be discouraged, teacher. Me, if you will give me a sad face and then you're wrong, I will be discouraged to answer. I will not answer your questions anymore. Okay? Yeah. So always give them a positive sign even if they got the wrong answer. You have to look for ways on how to give them a positive feedback.
I can
Mhm.
ask another student yes or no. So I give another idea, student idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be, it could be. You will say, your idea is okay, okay, but I need more idea, something like that. Your answer is okay, but I need more. Who can give me another answer?
Yeah.
You can also say that. That's good. Okay. All right. Number 5, teachers. Ask eliciting questions such as, what do you mean? How did you reach that conclusions? In order to prompt students to speak more. Okay. What do you mean by this, teacher Anne?
Yes.
Ask eliciting questions such as, what do you mean? And how did you reach that conclusions? We are now on prompting the students. We need to prompt students to speak more. Why? Why do you think, teacher?
I think when we teach students, we ask questions, ask other questions, such as we take our open questions. Yes.
Yes, very good. Oh, you remember. Use open-ended questions. If it's appropriate with your lessons, do use it. You can use open-ended questions to get more answers from your students.
Yes.
Because in that way, you are encouraging them to talk more.
Yes.
Yes, that's right, teacher. Okay, provide written feedback like your presentation was really great. It was a good job. I really appreciated your efforts in preparing the materials and efficient use of your voice. Okay, so we are done with the spoken feedback. So we are now on written feedback. How do you give written feedback, teacher Thomas? Yeah, written feedback. How do you give?
Yeah. In teaching, the classroom time is like the speaking or spoken feedback for students. They really like, but also sometimes we need to give them written feedback so that at home they have something to
true.
I did well. I did well in this class. Okay, you can look at my maybe notebook. Okay, and so that they can see their kids have done really well in class. So if we do that, we actually will encourage them more in studying. I'm sure that. So that's why not always spoken,
Đừng có restart.
Mm-hmm.
not always spoken feedback, but we have to give them written feedback.
No.
Okay.
No.
Right?
What is it?
My computer has problem. Okay.
Okay. What happened to the computer, teacher? Okay.
Yeah, because
Continue, teacher Thomas.
some programs are updating in the computer.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So that's right, teacher. You are also encouraging your students when they go home, they will show it to their parents, right? They will show it to their parents, and their parents would read your written feedback to them. So the parents also will know if how was their child in your class.
Yeah.
By just reading your written feedback. That's really good. So in this case also, the students will be you boost their confidence, because if you give feedbacks, whether it's good or bad, you are boosting their confidence. Okay, so just remember to give them positive feedbacks. If they did it wrong, then make positive comments. Make positive comments as much as possible. Okay, number 7, do not correct students' pronunciation very often while they are speaking. Correction should not distract student from his or her speech. Okay, this is really true. Do not interrupt your students while they are speaking, because first, if you interrupt them, not just the child, not just the student itself, but you are interrupting their focus. They will be out of focus if you will interrupt them because you want them to correct their pronunciation. No, they will be out of focus. They will not remember their answers or something like that. They will be nervous and they will be embarrassed. They will be embarrassed. Like, for example, you corrected the student for how many times already, and the classmates of that student are saying something behind their back, right? So they will be embarrassed. So if you do it, it's okay to correct your student's pronunciation, but maybe do it after. Okay? Maybe do it after the speech or after the students answer the question. Is that right, Teacher Mary? Is that right, Teacher Mary? How do you correct pronunciation, teacher? When the student is speaking, how do you correct pronunciation?
Yes, I think that when the student are speaking in our lesson, if the student not if the student speak not pronunciation, I don't know pronunciation when student is speaking because it makes student not confident.
That's true. So by interrupting, your students' confidence will be interrupted too. That's true. So you can correct the pronunciation after their speech. Okay, do it after. Okay, next is number 8. Involve speaking activities not just only in the class, but also out of class. Contact parents and others who can help. What do you mean by this, Teacher Thomas? Do you have this kind of activity too outside your classroom?
Yes, I always ask my students to spend time speaking to each other, to their friends, and also with me whenever they like, and whenever they have time. But contact parents or others who can help. I think this will be very difficult for us in Vietnam because not many Vietnamese parents they know English. So
Yeah.
yeah. So we are teachers. We also practice with our college, or we spend time speaking with the children. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So it's
myself,
just between the
yeah,
students.
I myself always speak English in class and outside of the class.
Wow. That's
So I can find that if we do that, will encourage students more and more in their speaking and uh, yeah, the result is that now the kids in my center, in my private school, they speak English quite well.
that's a good news, teacher. Meaning to say, if you want them to learn and to practice speaking, you have to do it by yourself too. You have to do it in yourself. Like you, teacher Thomas, you often talk in English. That's a good modeling style. You're modeling yourself to the students. You're showing to them that, okay, teacher is speaking in English, so should I speak too? Okay, so you're telling your students to speak English even if you're not saying it in words, because you're doing it in action, teacher Thomas. So you're encouraging them by your actions. That's really good. So I guess contacting parents.
English is a language, okay? It's a language, very easy. So we need to make a good environment for students to practice. That's what we
Mm-hmm,
should
mm-hmm.
do.
Yeah, that's true, teacher. So, like you said, teacher, contacting parents and others, maybe for parents, I heard a lot too that some old Vietnamese can't even talk English. They're having a hard time for that. So I understand for this part that you cannot contact the parents. But maybe for the students, just give them encouragement, and then you do it more most of the time, like you do practice drills. It's very good for them to engage outside, not just inside the classroom. hmm because the more you practice, the more you'll get better. Okay, number 9, teacher Linda, can you please read number 9? Teacher Linda, please read. Circulate.
I think in my class I often go around. I often go around in a class to have students to work in pair or in group and uh, uh, encourage a student to talk about the topic and help her if you help them if they have problem
That's true.
and share
That's for number 9.
yeah, and share about something in the lesson.
Mm-hmm. So, especially for this teacher, if you will give them activities, if you go around, you will ask your students what's the problem, or you have to monitor if they are doing the activity,
Yeah,
right?
I can find
Mm-hmm.
a good student to have her friend or his friend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. And for that matter too, you can check. You can check your students' work
yeah,
while they are working on it.
yeah.
That's really good practice, teacher. All right, number 10. Provide the vocabulary beforehand that students need in speaking activities. Like you always say, teacher, you give your students vocabulary words, and then after that, you give them model sentences, right? So I guess number 10, you always do this to your students. You provide vocabulary words, and then you give the meaning, and then you use that words in a sentence, right? So why do we need to give then vocabulary words, teacher? Teacher Anne,
Sorry. Why?
why do you think vocabulary words are important in speaking?
I think we provide the vocabulary before speaking to students can understand the topic they want to talk. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And encourage the student talk more.
Okay. So if you give vocabulary words to your students, they already know what they are saying, or they understand. Like you said, teacher Anne, they understand their topics because they already know the difficult words. They are aware of the meaning and how to use the words. So it's easy for them. It's easy. It's easy to say it. It's easy to understand because they already know it beforehand. Okay. Last number, teacher. Diagnose problem faced by the students who have difficulty in expressing themselves in the target language and provide more opportunities to practice the spoken language. Okay. So if they have difficulties, teachers, your students, what are the things you usually do? Teacher Mary, if your students have difficulties in speaking English, what are the things do you usually do?
Yes, I think the students are talking, they speak, they put in pair of her. Sometimes they feel the topics is difficult for us. I I have I have students. Um, I have students. I I encourage students incident self-talk and I share with my students um, in the topics difficult.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you are helping them when they face difficultness. How about you, teacher Thomas? What are the things you usually do if your students will say, teacher, this is very difficult. I don't know how to do this. What will you do, teacher?
For me, this is such a difficult question because, with the kids who cannot speak, uh, I think that because of their ability, So they're lacking of vocabulary, and also the grammatical structure is not good. So they actually have difficulties in speaking. This needs time, it takes time to encourage them, because not only one language we can do, or we can try to help them with speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I myself think that we need time really, because uh, if they don't, or if they can't speak, they are such low level students. So we have to help them in improving vocabulary and also grammar, right?
Mm-hmm.
But during the lesson, if they have any difficulties, I'll try to not to stop them, but I'll try to find another one who can help. Like when talking about the color or the subjects they like, right? If this one he or she couldn't speak, I'll ask another one to stand up and like guiding, Yes. We use another one to guide that one, so that so that he will understand what I mean and what I need him or need her to say. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is the best
That's
way.
good.
That is the best way, because if they are not clear about what I want to say, and I'll tell him or I'll tell her, actually, I think we can do it, but it is not really effective by using another student to speak, so that they will be more clear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's true. So we have different ways, okay? We have different ways on how to solve the problem and how to help the students too, okay? Because like you said, teacher, if the environment of the student, if, for example, let's say the student is living in a place where people are good in speaking English, of course the students can practice her English, right? Her speaking skills or her skills in English, so she can practice it. But if the environment of that student is different, and the people in their house cannot talk or don't have the chance to talk English, so that's the time that the student will face difficultness speaking. Uh-huh. So that's why when he goes to school, the teachers, that's the biggest responsibility for the teachers, right? So you have to start from the bottom. So here in Philippines, because like I said, we have different ways on how to face the problem and how to solve the problem. Because here in the Philippines, even if not all of us can talk English fluently, but we can talk and we can express, even if it's even if we have grammar errors or mispronunciation, it's okay for us. Uh-huh. So in our family, if for example, in my family, my father cannot talk English fluently, but he knows the words. He has vocabulary words and he can talk actually, but he don't usually talk English. But if he is drunk, if my father is drunk, he can talk English. He's very good in English.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have different ways on how to solve it. So you have your own ways too, and we here we have our own ways. So I cannot say that okay, you do this to to your students. No, because like I said, we have different environment. Okay, so today we still have here one page of this lesson. We have types of speaking activities. So you can also do this with your primary students, maybe higher grade, maybe grade 4, 5, 6, or 7. You can do this in your class. We have here 6. Okay, we have 6 activities. So I will give this to you as your topic, and I want you to demonstrate. To say you have to do an activity relating to your topic. Okay, since this is a speaking activity, you have to do it in your class. Demonstrate in the class. Okay. All right. Yes. So we have here. I want you to choose your own topic, teachers. I will give you the chance to choose your own topic. Okay. So let's start with uh, teacher Mary. Teacher Mary, please choose your topic, Teacher Mary.
Nó biết nơi chị nói đó.
What number?
Wait for her.
Okay.
Number 2.
Okay, number 2 is
Từ từ gấp nó dễ nhá.
small group theme-based or work. Okay, okay. How about teacher Linda?
Number 3.
Full class discussion. Okay. Okay. How about teacher Anne?
Number 4.
In-class debates and deliberations. Oh, debates. I love debates. Okay. How about teacher Thomas?
Give me one.
Number 1. You like number 1, teacher Thomas?
Please give me one.
Oh, no. Okay. Number 1, teacher Thomas. Yeah, okay. So number 1, teacher Thomas. Number 2, teacher Mary. Number 3, teacher Linda. And number 4, teacher Anne.
Yeah.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So that will be your topic. So for in the next hour, you will demonstrate this one. Okay. You have to do this in our class. Show it in your class. Okay. So I will give you 10 minutes for your break and then another 5 minutes to prepare. Okay? To prepare your topics or anything you want to do here. So you prepare an activity for your topic since this is an activity. Okay?
Maybe
Yeah, so
maybe for more 5 minutes.
huh?
Maybe more 5 minutes to prepare.
Okay. So you have 10 minutes break and then 10 minutes to do your work too?
After break time.
Okay. 10 minutes break first. Okay, and then do your work and do your activities, do your topics. Okay? All right. So fighting teachers, you can do it. Okay. See you later, teachers. Happy Vietnamese time. Yes.
Thường mới nói là thường như đợt đi là cái chuyến đó là vừa là hợp đồng để thấy một cái cô nghỉ sinh á, như đợt đi cô là nghỉ sinh đi trở lại, cho nên là như là hết hợp đồng, ông nghỉ đến nói dài thì chứ ý là nghỉ cuộc chơi ở đây luôn, nhưng mà theo thầy thơ là khuyến đến thế nào theo hướng thì lại nên đi đấy để có những mình đã quá hoàn thành thì nữ khóa học vừa dù răng nào đi rồi thì để đây là năm sau cái nước của năm sau nó cùng chắc là trở lại cuộc chơi chứ không thể vào cuộc chơi nữa.
Cái năm sau đi tới đây để đi học chắc à?
Thì đó làm cái quả thì coi điện
có 10 buổi nữa đấy.
Xong rồi thì là khuyến là này nên đi đừng có nghỉ nữa.
Là cái đầu nhé, cái đầu kế thôi. Là cái đầu kế đi thì nó cứ báo.
Đến đâu nó phải tí này vừa đi lừa túi này làm đi vừa đi này là nghỉ túi buồn lừa nghỉ này như trường đó nó phò nghỉ rồi thì anh em ngủ ở nhà luôn. Cái nhà tròn đây chứ hỏi bên chị đấy thôi nghỉ luôn mình nói
Nói là trời cái này
một kỳ nữa luôn theo quan điểm của mình thì trong cái phần nữa thì mình sẽ làm em nó đâu đi cùng nữa ngựa cái khài nó phải chờ món mà ngựa mà khài luôn là
mua đi anh ngựa mình cảm thấy có xéo cho nên
mua đi đó thì đã vậy đã xong rồi rồi anh yêu đi được coi chứ tươi rồi vừa đi được khen cố khen rồi chị có biết là chuyện gì em không? Cái sớm chuyện đó nó có đôi người cái đi qua đường này chứ chủ nó mất chị rồi là trả lời đến vợ con chị cái đấy đi chứ rồi phải đấy chạy ở nhà khác nghe là nhà đời sáng nhà nữa khác hỏi chút chuyện chị nữa đó
hỏi mấy gì
ấy cười thiệt rồi cười kể rồi em nghe nữa
hỏi rồi đấy
chết mất đi chị không phải lao thì dốt em chuẩn bị nhất là đã có giúp vợ đó rồi chỉ là lao gì điểm dung rồi là lao nữa đi mới kiểu đặng nó bỏ ông bi nó bị nó bỏ ông bi rồi đó ý kiểu là
cái sạch ra trên cây vật cái số
kiểu cái anh vậy đó giống như là chị với anh phân rồi nó đừng giọng nữa là rồi rồi người rồi chạy thẳng nói không hỏi nó chút cũng chắc là có chuyện gì mà ra được đừng cái này đừng mà cười đừng tin nhưng mà được là chứ nhau cũng lơ được kho rồi được cả chứ nhau đấy mình không mình đi bạn con em mở
Nhà mất điện mấy ngày.
nhà mình có quán ở 2 ngày cô sáng tối cô 2 ngày mỗi kiểu
Nhà em có 7 rưỡi mới có này.
ủa
cái con này chuẩn bị mất luôn phim
Hôm nay vẫn mất.
chuẩn bị rất là bữa mà mấy cháu đâu rồi
Thế mà cái này mình gì đấy? Gì? Gì đấy? Thôi à. Đừng nói à.
Tự học hành về chi trí
chạy đừng nào lên trong lợp
Tưởng anh nhiều em đi.
dừng lời thôi
hỏi thì nó bay ra đại ra đấy
chứ mặt đi ấy
Nhiều đi. Nhiều đi bây giờ mình khác hơn. Mình đã nói. Đi rồi sợ tôi là.
đã đứa con 37 buổi nữa
Ngẩn nhất 37 buổi được.
cả con hồ
Toàn bộ rồi.
cả con hồ 10 buổi
92 giờ. 92 giờ mà ta học được 74 giờ.
4 giờ rồi chứ
92 giờ mà ta học được mấy giờ.
cái nhà thì phải chứ
còn 4 giờ nữa
nó không có được
20 giờ này việc là 20
đó là 20 giờ cái nhà phải 20 giờ
Anh nhớ là cái lịch học của ta là
con 10 buổi nữa
72
nhưng
tiếng.
mà 6 rồi
72 tiếng. 72 tiếng.
72
Cái năm này của nó 74. Đúng rồi không?
phải chúng là con 10 buổi rồi cái này phải con 10 buổi 20 giờ
10 buổi nữa được có là không một nữa
2 học rồi
thì bạn
bắt về nhà mở tối chạy giờ quên
Bữa nó đầu giờ. Bữa đầu giờ rất là thôi. Nhắm đi. Tiếp đó.
Tôi lâu có thể mà đâu.
Có lâu rồi chứ gì, có từ đầu rồi chứ. Mình đi học rồi anh nói đi xong. Mà khoai kiểu thơm nên
Thôi đưa nói thứ sáu nghỉ đi. Thứ sáu mùng 8 tháng 3 cái này chúng tôi tổ chức
theo đó. Anh ngủ rồi anh phải là bỏ một lớp là cái gì đấy. Các loại hoạt động nói à?
em coi cái đó không?
Bây giờ
Tin tôi nói được lên.
Chị có nói với à phần một mà một nói đi
mở ra là
Như nói đây là tôi gửi cho nó rồi chén toán. Này, thứ sáu này là ở Trương Yên tổ chức 8 tháng 3 này. Nhưng mà thầy nói với tráng đi. Có được chứ không? Tôi thứ sáu này phải. Giờ tôi ra nên là phải đi sẵn sàng bài.
chuyển như đây nữa.
Tôi chỗ có ngoài làm cái gần nhà đây nhưng mà dính lang thang lắm không phải bật lửa cái ngàn
bận quay tay
Sao bảo vợ anh đi?
mua tôi có trôi trẻ
Sao bảo vợ anh đi?
phải lấy đến ba mới có anh bật lì thì nấu cho anh rể
anh về phải không
anh rể anh kiểu có
anh về là tiếng em nữa
con cá
hai người ở từ này ở
một
một
đứa
hai người sống một người chứ không có nhà mình người đi trước phải có đồ vật liệu có cả nào hết rồi con đi về
Ai
đây
giám sát cho?
ai kìa
Nhà
có điều á
không ai giám sát là nhà.
có ống ấy thì cái bộ mình sẽ có mình đều thứ trước vừa chứ phải có đồ vậy
Nói chủ yếu là giám sát
không
là
phải có con người đứng ở đó
họ cần cái gì họ cần cái gì.
con ra đây kỹ em con mình hỏi chứ phải đến khi mà đâm trên rồi
có vật liệu thứ phải có ấy. Thì hầu như họ làm gòn trong ngày thì gan mà gan họ trở lại gòn còn bình thường thì có ở ngoài thỉnh thoảng những cái cầu chu đá cầu
Chứ lo mà chuẩn bị bài ở đây. Ấn Gì nữa?
Rồi nghỉ nha. Rồi thì họ nghỉ nha. Đóng rồi.
Đi bay không? Chào làm bạn có ở nhà tạm biệt cái rồi bay.
Ông chào rồi, chụp rồi. À, phải đi chúng ta rồi chứ.
Con nó biết là được là chúng thay cái đi đeo cho ba tôi là muốn gắn thằng bá. Thay cái đi đeo được chứ.
Cô chị em vui vẻ nhá.
Để quá.
Bữa sau ông ta nó ba là cái gì đâu.
Bữa sau bắt đầu hay
Sao nha.
Chúc tặng vợ cho họ cho em nhá.
từ đó cũng tâm thì có cái con này đó.
Sự ứng đó. Sự là sự ứng đó. Trung tâm của đoàn đây.
Hát rồi đấy. Lại từ này ba chị đi lại đây rồi. Còn này này. Đi con này. Đi mình gặp thấy đó. Vẫn công nhận là đi mình nói được hơn, có cơ hội để nói hơn nhiều hơn, có môi trường để mình nói.
Và không phải nó có những mình đã quá một cái lớp bồi dưỡng.
Nhưng mà
Mình ngắn rồi.
chia hai ra hai cả, nếu mình chia ra hai đó
Cái nào cũng hỏi thở đi.
Cái này gọi nói được trình bày đi.
thì mà các hoạt động nói
Quan
trong đó
điểm của mình
đây là một hoạt động nói đúng không? Của chị nữa không?
như của chị đấy là kiểu một cái một chủ đề nhưng mà nói ra từng quan điểm đấu tranh cái ý
Không
kiến
em
của
là
mình.
tranh luận và thảo luận trong lớp này của cái bốn mà
Rút về từng
thì nó phải có trước mới thấy gọi là
cùng tư thái.
ảnh hưởng đến hết 10 phút đi phát đó là hôm trước
Mà vừa từ anh ngoài rồi trời đặt mình tiền
Nói trời ơi.
thì kiểu như chơi vậy và chỉ có chơi đến vậy có chơi đến vậy đấy chứ có chơi đến vậy nhiều khi người lúc đâu những người đã nói đối tới như việc đến cả lòng đi đâu thôi nó tắt bớt hai cái dịch nước lành tắt cái ngoài công với cái gì giờ cái nợ chơi đi đừng nói chứ người được đã bay cái cô nhá cô từ bộ đấy đau không
Cái này ham được.
không từ điều khiển ở ngoài con nó hình từ điều khiển nữa chứ và cho nhìn
Em ở được có thể hơn 5 phút được ngủ để cho 1 phút.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me clearly, teachers?
Yeah.
Okay. So teacher Thomas is gone.
Yeah.
He's gone again. Okay. So he said that on Friday you want to cancel the class, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you told me last week
Yeah.
about this coming Friday you have an event in your school. Okay. No problem, teacher. I will cancel no class on Friday.
Yeah.
Okay? Yes. All right.
Friday is on the 8th of March. It's a Women's Day. Yes.
And
It's a Women's Day,
school.
and our school have the Women's Day party for the teacher is woman. The teacher is
Ah.
yes in Vietnam.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes.
So each one of you have your own program in your school
Yes.
about Women's Day. Oh, happy Women's Month, teachers!
You are too.
Yeah. Okay. But before that, we are going to finish first the lesson. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So teacher number 2, 3, and 4, because teacher Thomas, okay, he fly away. Okay. So are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that's good to hear. Okay, who wants to start first?
Who's
Who wants to start?
It's me.
Yes.
Yes. It's me.
Teacher Anne?
Yes.
Okay, go teacher Anne.
perfect?
Yes. I think my topic is not perfect. So I want to you understand me. Yes.
Okay, go.
Also not perfect. Yes.
Go.
I think tired of speaking activity, inner class debate and deliberation. Um, from two or more point of view. Yes. Involve participants one side independent within process. Yes. Such as in my class, when I did unit talk about color. Yes. Talk about colors. Student A said when the teacher write color on the board. Yes. This I write color in wrote five letter. But the student asked me, I think color is six letter because I have learned in center what color it has six letter. Yeah. So um, and when another student another student talk is a five letter. Um, so uh, give it both student give me a judgment the word color one student talk five color and one student talk six one student talk the word color five letter Collor. But other students talk color. What color has the letter Collor? Yeah, I think
Mhm.
it's kind of speaking activity. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's a really good example, teacher Mary. No, teacher Ann. I'm sorry, teacher Ann. That's a good example. They are arguing. Okay, they are arguing about the spelling, right? The correct spelling of the word.
Yes.
So you are there, teacher. You are there to correct them if what should be the correct spelling. Okay, as a teacher, you are going to monitor what are the topics or what are the arguments they are having. Like, let's say your example is arguing about the correct spelling of color. Okay, one student said it's COLOR, and the other student said COLOUR.
Yes.
Okay, so as a teacher, you are going to monitor, you are going to facilitate them and to give them answers with their arguments. Okay, that's debates. Uh-huh. But if you are going for higher students, okay, for higher students, for example, y- for debates, it's good if you give them topics. Uh-huh. For the teacher that is your example, that's okay. That's a good example, teacher. Because all the time, we also experience students that will ask us, right? They will ask the spelling, the correct words. So you are, and there are other students that will oppose your opinion, your correct spelling. No, it's not correct. My spelling is correct, right? Okay, that's really good. But for other debates teachers, you will give them a certain topic and then you divide the group into two, maybe, or you will have two representatives in each group. For group one, we have one student. Group two, you have another student to talk about the same topic,
Yeah.
but they have different opinion. We have good opinion and bad opinion, right? So that's debate. So it helps your students to talk more and to give their idea. Uh-huh. So they will be expressive. They need to be expressive in having debates. And they have to know the topic itself. Because if you will join a debate and you don't know the topic, you don't understand the topic, then you will lose the game. Okay, it's just simple. You will lose the game. Okay, your example, teacher, Anne, is really good. I like the example. So, what is the correct spelling of color, teacher?
I think two answer is correct. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
that's true.
It's
The two answers are
American
correct.
and English. English, American and English. Yes.
That's true. Okay, we have British and American spellings. Okay, that's correct. The two spelling for colors are correct. Okay, very good. So see, you are there to help them to correct. Okay, to help them to correct the spelling, but you are still listening to them if what are their points. Like let's say The student one will say, no, I am correct. The spelling for color is like this. The other one will say, no, I've got the correct answer. I check it in my dictionary. Okay. So you are there as a teacher. You will help them to know the real answer. Okay, and that is both spellings are correct. Okay. Thank you so much, Teacher Anne. I like your example and your explanation. Okay, let's move on to another teacher. Who's next?
Is it me?
Okay, Teacher Linda. Wow, I like it. Go, teacher.
I think in my teaching have a lot of problem, but I think when you talk about the weather, it's very interesting.
Mhm.
Example, when a leader in our class say, I think in her or in his or in opinion, say that I like autumn, but another idea say that I like winter, and another student say that I like winter, and another next say that I like spring. So a leader say that do you agree with me? I like winter. So another student say that no, I don't like. Why? I think the winter is very full, cold, and it's always rainy. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
like.
yeah. So she don't like. But another idea say that I like summer because I have to go to school. I can play more and more, right? And I can go picnic. I can go play game, right? But another idea say that I like autumn because in autumn it's very full and it's a lot of festival. She said,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So another one to her give some more example. She said that I think in autumn you can have a lot of festivals such as in her yeah in her village organize mid autumn for children and
Mm-hmm.
the, and then so another say that but I think that it's not interesting. I think it's in spring is more interesting. So she can say that I think they are discuss more and more. So I think they are correct idea. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, so full discussion. That's right too, teacher Linda. You are in that way they are interacting with their classmates, right? And they are giving their idea. That's a good example, teacher. Like everybody is talking. No, summer is okay. I don't like winter. Okay, so we have now groups because you have 4 seasons, right?
Yeah.
You have 4 seasons. So each student they have their preferred season. Like me myself, I don't like rainy season. I don't like rainy season. So I like summer maybe 50-50 for summer because it's very hot too.
Yeah.
When you say summer, it's very hot.
Yeah.
Very, very hot. Like I can't handle it. Okay, so each in your class you have now 4 groups. Uh-huh. Each of the group will defend. Okay, well, let's say winter group. They like winter because blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then summer, blah 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 blah. We like it. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then we have autumn and spring. So each of them will give their ideas. will give their opinions about a certain weather. Okay, that's really good, teacher. So you as a teacher, you will be in the center. You will be in the center. After that, you will discuss the differences of the season that they are arguing with. Mhm. Let's say you will say, teacher, that okay, you like winter, you like summer, it's okay.
Yeah.
You like autumn, you like spring, it's okay. Because we have different likes and dislikes. Uh-huh. Yeah, so you will be, if they are arguing, your students are arguing on something, like in a debate form or in discussion form, you need, as a teacher, you need to be the facilitator. You need to be the facilitator, and you need to be in the center of any arguments.
Yeah.
You need to help them to figure out, like teacher Anne's example, the spelling. You as a teacher, you need to know the spelling, and you need to give them the reason why it's both okay, why COLOR is okay, why COLOUR is okay too. So you have to give them reasons why. So very good, teacher Linda. I like your example. Okay. Yes, and very well said, teacher Linda and teacher Anne. Now let's move on to teacher Mary. Small group or team-based oral work. Go, teacher Mary. I'm listening.
Yes. I think in speaking skill, sometimes students work in group. The first teacher can divide the class into small group.
Mm-hmm.
About for students to discuss to speak. Right.
Mm-hmm.
The second teacher divided the class into big group of about 5 or 6 students into group. Yes. Maybe in each group have a leader.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Why student work in group? Teacher go around help student complete the topic. Teacher correct mistake, vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar. Yes. Why student work in group? Teacher encourage student talk. Student teacher encourage student talk topic. Yes. Um,
Mm-hmm.
this assign student talk short sentence or easy sentence. Yes. Um, after student work in group, teacher call a leader stand up, detail the topic. Yes. For example, student talk about topics animal. That the topic the animal is interesting. Um, group on go to the park. Um, group on go to the park activity about the animal. Group to
Mm-hmm.
guess, group to get student group one. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's all.
Okay. So I guess usually as a teacher, you always do small group, right? You always do small group in the class because it's your way also to help your students. I mean, in a small group, you let your students work in a group, and then you help them to collaborate and to cooperate with their group mates, right? So you need the word collaborate.
Yes.
So you help them, you teach them on how to collaborate and to cooperate with their group mates. And that's the time that they can give their opinion. Okay? Let's say, okay, your example is about animals. Or yes, is that right, Teacher Mary? Okay, for example, your example would be the effects of computer or the effects of social media. Okay, so your students will be able to give their own opinion. Okay, will give, for example, me, I will give my opinion to my group mates. Okay, this is social media for me. It's good for me because it helps me to understand and it helps me to study more. Okay, so the other students will also say, no, it has a bad effect to us. Okay, social media, it has a bad effect to us. It's not helpful at all. Okay, so they will give their own opinion in their group. Is that right, Teacher Mary?
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. I like it, teacher. Okay, yes or no? Yes. Yeah. So you want them to work with the group, and then you also encourage them to give their opinions. Okay, because sometimes, Teacher Mary, sometimes students can't express their opinions to the teacher. If you ask them a question, they can't answer you directly because maybe they are nervous, they're not confident, to answer your question. But when they talk to their classmates, they are very expressive. They can talk freely and they're not afraid if they are wrong or right. Okay, so that's why small group is a one activity that we usually do in our class because it's very collaborative and very cooperative for the students. Okay, so well done, teachers, Teacher Mary, Teacher Linda, and Teacher Anne. Thank you so much for your idea. Okay, so we only have three topics left. We have number 1 and number 5 and number 6. And we still have time, so I will discuss each topic or each activity. So please listen carefully. Okay, let's start with number 1. One-on-one speaking. It could be student-student, between a student and another student, or it could be student between a teacher. Okay, so we have two ways for one-on-one speaking: student-student and student-teacher. Okay, you can do one-on-one speaking to your student, and you let your students have a one-on-one speaking with another student. It could be. Okay, so if you do it, teacher, you need to supervise. Do you know the word supervise, teacher? To monitor. It could be monitor.
Mon mấy anh kiểu mà ra mà
I forget it.
Okay.
Monitor, alright.
Yeah, okay. So if you do student-student one-on-one speaking, okay, if you let your students do one-on-one speaking, please monitor and try to guide them. You have to guide. You need to guide them so that you know what's going on with your class. You know if they are still on the right track with their topic. Okay, so for example, you have 20 students and then you let them do one-on-one speaking. So we have 10 pair, right? You have 10 pairs.
Yes.
10 pairs. So you go around with them and then monitor them. You help them. For example, they have questions. Teacher, what are the right words to use? So you are ready to help them. So that is one-on-one speaking. I guess this is seldom. We do this one seldom. Not always. We're not doing this most of the time because it's time consuming. I guess it's time consuming because if you do one-on-one speaking, you need to involve everybody as much as possible, right? You need to involve everyone. You need to involve every student as much as possible. So one-on-one speaking is very time consuming. Time consuming. Okay, so I guess it's not all the time we do this, but it's good also to do this one. Because mostly, like I said, mostly we do small group and debate and discussion. Okay, these are the common activities we do for our students. Okay, so how about number 5, teachers? Speeches and presentations. Uh-huh. Speeches and presentations. So you give your students a topic and you let them research for their topic. You let them research for informations to add to their topics, and then let them present their topics in front of the class. Okay? Yes. So again, do not interrupt your students when they are speaking. Let them speak first. And then after that, you as a teacher, you will be there to write your comments on your paper or anything you use. You write your comments about her presentation, like your feedbacks. You prepare a feedback for your students' presentation. This is very common, but for me, for higher grades, like grade 5, grade 6, it could be we can use speeches and presentations. But for grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, oh no. A big no, right? Uh-huh. So speeches and presentation, maybe you can do this one to grade 5 or grade 6. Okay? For higher grade or maybe for a secondary. This is very secondary. This is very secondary. But you can also apply this to higher grades like grade 5 and grade 6. Okay. Lastly, we have number 6, oral examinations. Have you ever experienced taking an oral examination, teacher? Have you had an oral examination? Teacher, have you experienced oral examination?
Yes, I think in examination skill speaking. Yes. In Vietnam, when student finish term 1 or 2, um, we have one test. Instead have 4 skills: listening, speaking, and reading, writing. Okay. In speaking test, the teacher asks the student one question. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
More and more questions. Yes. When finish one lesson, a teacher usually ask student about a question about topic in the lesson. Yes.
I see.
Yes, for example, when we teach about family, yes,
Mhm.
in the end the lesson, the teacher usually ask students how many people are there in the family, and do you have any sister? Do you have any brother? How many brother do you have? Yes,
Mhm.
yes,
Okay, for oral examination teacher, it's the same with speaking test.
yes.
Yeah, it's the same speaking test, oral examination. What you said is just a common discussion. That is just a discussion. You do it in your inside your class. But this one, oral examination, is a test where you want to know the level of your student's speaking skills. Okay, you want to know the level, how good he is or how bad he is in speaking. So we do or we use oral examination. It could be a group, it could be one-on-one, or anything. It could be a panel. Depends on you. Okay, if what type of oral examination do you want? So you have to like we do here. We have a certain topic like this one. Maybe we have, yes, we have 10 questions. And then we have 10 questions, and then they are just given minutes, maybe 2 to 3 minutes to answer each question and to give their idea. Okay, so in oral examination, they have limited time, but they need to answer and to give their specific idea about the question. So we have here different topics. It could be different topic teacher, because if you are a good speaker, you can answer any topics. You can express your idea. You are free to give your own opinion. Because you are informative already. You know the idea, so you can speak it. You can give your idea through speaking. So in oral examination, maybe it's good for higher level. In higher levels, it could be grade 5 or grade 6 because they're adult. They're maybe 12 years old, right? 12 or 13 years old. How old is your grade 5 teachers?
What? Sorry?
How old is your grade 5?
Not clearly, not clearly.
Grade 5 students, your grade 5 student teacher.
Grade 5 is
How old?
10 years old.
10 years old. Okay. How about grade 6?
Grade 6, 11 years old?
7?
Okay, it could be 12. Okay, so maybe if you do oral examination, debates, you do speeches, you do full discussion, you give them simple topics. Okay? You give them simple topics and easy topics.
Yeah.
Easy and simple topics. Because uh, that's why I discussed it to you, even if this is for secondary students. Okay, as you can see, this is for secondary students, but still I discussed it to you because I want you to know that it could help your students so that when they go to secondary schools, it's not difficult anymore. Okay, they will not encounter difficulties in terms of this activity because you in primary schools you already give it to your students. Okay, so if you give them oral examination, just use simple, easy topics that are appropriate to their levels. Okay? Yes. Do you understand, teachers? Did I talk too fast?
A little.
A little.
Con bé thì con
Okay.
hiểu biết
Do you
nhiều
want
lắm.
any
Yeah.
question?
Sometimes I get. Yes.
Mm. Do you have any question, teacher? Questions?
I listen keywords. Yes.
Keywords. Very good. Uh-huh. That's the important thing there, teacher. For listening, uh, me also, in my case, if I talk to foreigners or if I talk to native English speaker, I will not listen to every word. Okay? Everything he said, I will not listen to it. I will just get a specific word that, okay, I understand what he said. Okay? Keywords only. That's very helpful. Mhm. Of course, you can't understand everything, but at least you understand one word. Okay? Just a little word for that.
I don't
Okay?
think so.
So, yeah. So try to do some listening skills, listening drills, teacher. What I mean is listening drills. Okay. You listen to YouTube or yes, you can search it in YouTube. There are many listening drills there, and then also try to talk to your colleagues, to your co-teachers in English. Okay?
Yes. As you know, we have English when we are 15 years old. Yes. If I have learned idiom, yes, I have learned soon. Yeah. I think I can listen you clearly and understand you. So,
Uh-huh, okay, I understand. Because like you said, you learn English very late. Uh-huh. Yeah, very late. But it's okay. You're still coping up uh with the lessons. It's okay, teachers. I know you can do it. I know you can do it, okay? So, so okay. So it's okay, teacher. If you don't understand me, you can read again. You can read again your topics. You can research your topics, okay? Research the activities we discussed. If you did not understand me, try to research on your own. And then if you don't understand the words, okay, if you don't understand the words, try to use it often. But before that, you have to search the meaning, okay? Search the meaning, use it as often as you can, okay? And speak English more. even even if outside the classroom, okay? At home, you talk to your cat. Do you have a cat, teacher? Or do you have a dog?
yes, we only speaking English in our class. Yes, in the class. But
In class.
when we go out, we don't speak English. Only in the
Oh, that's
yes, only
bad.
in the
Only here. Because for me to, for example, teacher, if I have speech, you know speech, right? If I have presentation when I was still studying, I will talk to a mirror. I have a mirror at home, and then I practice and then talk to myself in the mirror. So that's a good thing. Full English, okay? You try to do it in your own. Full English. You talk to yourself, okay? And good, very good. So try to do it, teacher.
no, I am scared of how people in the family laugh at me. Yes.
I have a very loud voice. Okay, I have a very, I don't know what happened to my voice. I have a loud voice. So if ever I practice my speech or presentation in front of the mirror, everyone can hear me. But I don't care. Listen, just listen to me. I don't care. Okay, so yeah, try to practice. Try to do it, teacher. It's very fun. It's very fun. Try to talk to yourself in the mirror. Okay? And you're doing good. Very good. You talk to yourself. Yeah. Uh-huh. And if ever, teacher, I like to talk to myself. if I am bored and I don't have anyone to talk to, I like to talk to myself, and I talk to myself using English. I speak English to myself. Yeah, like, oh, and how are you?
Okay, because
So I'm
because all people don't understand because all people understand English. Yes.
good. Yeah. But people think I'm crazy. They think I am crazy because I'm talking to myself. But no, I just like to talk to myself. Maybe not always, not always. Maybe 2 times a day. Okay. Yeah, so try to do it to yourself, teacher. Try to practice more. I know and I believe that you can do it. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so I will see you again next Wednesday because we don't have class on Friday.
Yeah.
So happy Women's Day, teachers.
Yes. So
Happy
yeah. So you
Women's
are happy
Day.
Women's Day. Yes. So you are.
Yes, yes, I'm so happy. Okay, I will see you again on Wednesday and have a nice weekend and have a nice celebration of Women's Day. Okay?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, bye bye, teachers.
Goodbye.
Keep safe on your way home. Bye bye. See you next week. Bye bye. Enjoy. Have fun. Bye bye.
Yes. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thấy cha mình sống một nhìn thưởng dụng cán bộ phòng đây nó hại rồi cho nhìn đến cái cái tưới
Sữa là cũng phải một buổi đó. Đó. Ngáy nhất đó là. Anh còn nghe chứ tình nghệ không?
đau cái cẳng đi đi hơi nên là bỏ nhá cú bỏ và bắt đuôi buôn lại nó cú ạ
Cộng mà đi mà nói cho vui.
thấy cái đơn
Nghỉ đi bữa sau thì bắt cóc đi học rồi đó.
ra cái thái của đấy tất nhiên người nhiễm là mấy cũng là nhận định vậy vừa mới có là đây
Giờ để cái tụi vậy là yêu cầu bạn nó kèm. Đi ngoài quán thôi mở có một tí. Mà 2 ngày. Mà 2 ngày nhưng mà bên diễn không đi. Bên đi đường bên đi đường. Có chỗ hôm nay thắng rồi. Anh sửa hai còn nào.
Con này sợ thế này. Dạo này sẽ học xong.